The average response time for an ambulance in Clarksville is ranked in the bottom half of other nearby towns. In fact, one response we've reported about took 37 minutes. New Chapel EMS, which was operated by the former Clark County, Indiana Sheriff Jamie Knoll for 20 years, is fighting staff shortages. Our Focus reporter Travis Breeze asked Clarksville leaders about how they plan to fix it.
Do you think that the county commissioners need to remove New Chapel before the contract expires at the end of next year?
I believe that in light of staffing concerns, as well as the continued issue of response times, that is probably the course of action that needs to take place.
Clarksville Town Council President Ryan Ramsey says things need to change. The average response time for an ambulance to reach Clarksville residents last month was 11 minutes and 29 seconds. That ranks in the bottom half of all 8 townships and is outside the health department's goal of a 10-minute average.
There has been a slight improvement from the end of last year, but it's still not where it needs to be.
Last week, we showed you the post-run notes where 911 dispatchers called the situation, quote, dangerous and said New Chapel was at times unreachable. If the county won't move on, Ramsey says they are seriously considering starting their own ambulance service.
It's a long-term goal for the town and town council.
Well, the main issue is, to remove somebody, you have to have alternative options. And, we literally don't at this point.
Clark County Health Officer Dr. Eric Yazel says the EMS shortage is statewide, and he sees no other option than keeping New Chapel in place and increasing mutual aid to fill in the gaps.
New Chapel has been working with us. They've made some good faith efforts.
A New Chapel spokesperson said over email they had an extreme staff shortage at the end of May, but things have improved. And, quote, we have since been hiring new staff and continue to advertise to hire more staff.
I think it's going to take all of the communities across Clark County to come together and figure out a solution.
Ramsey says the main thing he wants right now is a face-to-face meeting with the county commissioners to hear their plan.
Let's come to the table together and talk about ways forward.
In Clarksville, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
And the town council is asking for the county to declare a health emergency, but the county says that's not necessary, and it also would not open up any additional resources. Well, according to national standards that we've been looking over for first responders, 5 minutes should be the baseline goal for a response. The National Fire Protection Agency set that 5-minute benchmark for the first truck to arrive on the scene. We looked at EMS response times in our area as well in Clark County. And Dr. Yazel said the federal guidelines don't take into account the size that Clark County has to cover. Clark County does include many rural southern Indiana towns as well within the county border. With the current challenges, their personal goal is to respond in less than 10 minutes. Here's how they measured up. The average time for Jeffersonville from April through the beginning of June was 9 minutes and 52 seconds for an ambulance run. In Clarksville, the average response time was 11 minutes and 7 seconds. For Charlestown, Indiana, the response time was 12 minutes and 25 seconds.